Hey guys, passive income should be passive, right? So let me show you how we're going to triple your money every month without you doing anything except for watching us work. And yeah, believe it or not, we need you to make us all money without you doing any work. So you'll understand as I get through this. Here's what happened. Our story started back in October of 2019. We took some example company because we developed some really high scoring websites, and we said, what if we use these high scoring websites for the purpose of backlinking clients? So we just said, let's see how that goes. Okay. So it was just a test, really. But we picked a mobile makeup artist in the UK, of all the things. And we took 25 websites based in Provo, Utah, here in the US. And from those 25 websites, the backlinking work that we did, the website promotion work that we did for that mobile Manchester client, mobile makeup artist in Manchester, UK client, really worked. All of a sudden, their rank shot up in the air. They got a lot more visibility, probably got a lot more sales. They were a prospect. We reached out to them. They didn't know who we were, but that's okay. We just started to use them as a demo. So then we said, let's open this up and get some other guys to come in because it's kind of hard work. It's sort of expensive, takes time, takes people, everything else. So we brought other guys on board. So we opened up to 10 other guys, showed them that result. Said, hey guys, do you want us to work on yours? And they said, yeah. And they all hopped in at whatever they felt was an appropriate level for them from this set of 6. So like whether it's 125 a month, 1,250 a month at the upper end, or somewhere in the middle. They just signed up wherever they felt they wanted to sign up, and we started doing the work. So these are 10 guys kind of in our inner circle. They already pretty much knew who we were anyway. So they just said, yeah, try me out. Okay. And that worked. And because it worked in the graphs, so, getting people from the bottom of page 5, for example, to the bottom of page 1, see what we did for our clients was better. But then we said, we've got to take this further. So we did about 50 more websites, and I'm kind of showing you where we're going, okay? And when we did those 50 more websites, these are for guys who were kind of in our inner circle, but we never reached out to them. We just said they didn't respond originally, so let's do the work first and then show them. So we did the work first, a lot of it. We didn't do all of it, because if you push a guy all the way up to the top of page 1, they start making money, they think they don't need you. So we got them like to the bottom of page 1, top of page 2. We took guys from page 3, 4, and 5 and shoved them up, okay? And what happened was, out of those 50, like the 50 that we hit and did the work for, like 40 worked out. They started to rank. 10 didn't. Google has it in for their websites. They're doing something wrong. Who knows what? Not our job. We're backlinking from the outside. We don't have any access to their websites. No password, no cPanel, no inside scoop. We just are working from the outside promoting, okay? So we got about 40 websites to rank. And when we reached out to them, I think it was like 18 or so said, heck yeah, do me. And then some didn't answer or said no. And so we showed their results to the guys across the street. And we just showed their competitors, kind of say, hey, they don't want it. We need someone to take it on. Some of those competitors said, I'll take it. So we redirected the backlinks across to them. Okay. So we had I think it was 26 or 28 clients out of that stack. Okay. Come on. And that's cool because it meant we took 50 websites, half of whom came and started subscribing. Okay. And we just said, what else can we do? So we started to reach out to more companies, but they still didn't want to buy into it. So we said, we have to do it this way, don't we? The hard way, the big way, but let's do it. So we started pounding at it. We trained our guys how to do this at a bigger and better level. And we started to figure out how to make these results more transparent, more obvious. So for instance, we've got over 300 and I forget how many websites in the system altogether. And we're working on like 330 right here in this stack. We've got another 119 coming on board next week. And we're just raising all of them up, okay? Now, this is with backlinks. So in effect, these blue lines are average keyword increases, not one keyword, a bunch of keywords, company by company by company, okay? This is the average increase. So we've really proven our point with this. And for you to understand the concept, see the green line? This is backlinks. This is us promoting the company with backlinks. Some of these graphs, if I try to throw the green line on, it smushes up the graph wrong. So I got on a few. Anyway, as we push backlinks up, their rank rises. See how that coordinates, that looks related? It's because it is, okay? Another case, right? Push the backlinks up, their rank goes up. Why don't we go any higher? Because now that we've done this much, we need to get this company to start paying, right? For us to keep working on them. We did enough to make our point. We got this guy from nowhere. Top 10 pages, nothing seen. All the way up to middle of page 4 on a stack of keywords for this guy. It's huge, right? So we did this work as a demo just to show these companies what's going on. And you can see it, green line versus blue line. See the correlation? That's backlinks to keyword rank increases, okay? So the reason I'm showing you so many is I want you to realize this works. Backlinking in the US is a $65 billion a year industry because backlinks drive organic rank. And you might think, organic rank's like the free rank, but I got to pay people to rank up there. Why don't I just pay for ads? Answer is this. At the highest level or middle level, and I can show you with Target, I brought it up just to make the point. Target is paying for about 1 million keywords, and they are paying about 4.5 million a month in AdWords for that, okay? But they've been able to rank about 2 million keywords, so they are saving 326 million a month. Now, they probably are spending about 20 million a month getting this work done, but it gets them 347 million clicks a month. And if you look at their history, since 2006, they have been pushing up from position 50 all the way through to position, as high as they can, top positions, 1 through 3 through 5, for as many keywords as possible. This is like average keyword rank for these guys too. So what's the point? Companies know how valuable it is, and it's just cheaper to do it this way than to go with ads. So why are they doing ads at all? 2 reasons. One, either these are keywords they haven't been able to rank on, and usually it's a combination, it's some of that, and these are also keywords in some of these cases where they find it's a benefit to be in both places, to pay for the ads and to rank for the keyword too, because some of the guys click here, some of the guys click there, and they just figured that out already, okay? Anyway, let me come back to where we're at because this is really important. So we started to shove these companies up and we realized what's going on. We need to make this stuff transparent and get guys to do videos for these companies and just show them what we got. It's really neat when you can show a company. Your average position is now 12.6. You're approaching the front page. You're going to start to get seen. You were nowhere to be seen in the top 10 pages. We shoved you up. And you can see we did it by creating backlinks for you. See how the backlinks graph coordinates? This company didn't know anything about backlinks, and we started doing it recently. And when we did, you can see how that correlates to the rise and their increase of average keyword rank. And therefore, they're going to get seen soon. If they start paying us, and we'll do more, okay, then they're going to rank higher, and they're going to get seen. They're going to get traffic. They're going to get sales. So take a look, because we said, how do we make this even more transparent? Okay. When we onboard people, we give them access to the system. And if you're actually involved, you get access to the whole system so you can see everything happening in here. You're watching us work, right? Now, let me point this out. SpyFu over here is a rank tracking system that has zero to do with Nightwatch, which is this one here, okay? So Nightwatch we like because they have this kind of a graph effect. It's sort of easy on the eyes for a lot of people. But SpyFu doesn't know anything about what Nightwatch is doing. They're not affiliated. They don't use the same sources of information. So when we look at SpyFu, we're seeing a secondary indication of our work. So look at this. This is starbrightAlarm.com. So over here, that's starbrightAlarm.com. They weren't ranking. Then we got them up here to an average, like position 9 or so, 10. That means some of their keywords are up even in position 3, 5, 1, 2, whatever, right? So SpyFu saw it kick. So starting in about May, all of a sudden, they're getting some hits, okay? Not many, but they're averaging in position 9. Okay. But if they start paying us, we can push it higher. If you're wondering why it dips, it's because it's like halfway through the month. This is July, and it's like halfway through the month. All right, now, if I just show you real quick what that means, keep your eye on the SEO value, right? Companies that we start working on, the longer we work on them, the higher they climb, right? And then we onboard them, or we're going to onboard their competitors. But take a look at the numbers. See, $50. Glance back and forth. These are all the same companies that I'm showing you here. I'm showing you here. This is a garage door repair guy. Totally unrelated. Notice that. This was a hair salon. This is emergency alarm setup for your home. This is a garage door repair guy. It doesn't matter what people are in it for. We can make them rank. And all of our work started for most of these guys around like January or later. So you see, like this guy got hits in November, probably because, hey, it's icy out. People slid and hit their garage. They called him anyway, but he had no real rank. Okay. And we shoved him way up here. Okay. So it's like that much value right now. Okay. If he started paying us and we pushed him up higher, that'll just multiply, multiply, and multiply. Okay. So take a look at this case, right? Another guy, I forget what they do. We got so many in here. And sure enough, they used to be playing at this level. Now they're like up in here and climbing, okay? 215 a month, okay? 364 a month. See how this took off? I don't know why it dipped down in June. Sometimes it just has to do with the fact that there's less purchasing during a month. Who knows? But 364. 395. Okay, these guys were already around 75 clicks a month. We got them up to about 125 clicks a month. Who knows? We may be going higher. Okay, 477 a month in value. These guys were like barely able to hit 50. Now we got them floating between like 190. Okay, 477 for a dentist. Now you might wonder, like, how many hits does it take, versus the amount of money? This is based on what people would normally be paying AdWords for. Okay, so if you're a dentist, you're charging more than like a hair salon, and so the amount of money is worth more to you. When we look at the size of the packages being different, that depends on the amount of competition and the industry somebody's in, right? Like, what would they be paying if they were paying for ads? Okay, so when I come back through here, 477, 503. Again, look at that. Just took right off. I don't know why the outlier in March, but they're still on the rise. Okay. 503, 568. You can see that. So obvious. 721. They were playing down around here for the longest time. Now they're playing up around here. Okay. I don't know why they came down, but we've been pushing them back up. Okay. Here you go. 739. Again, they never cracked higher than here, but we're working on them. Look at this. Pest control guy took right off. This is worth $978 a month in the amount of hits that this guy should be getting based on where he's at and the amount of money it would cost him if he was paying for ads. Okay. This is $1,000 a month. Again, this guy's up here now instead of down here, right? So whatever he was getting before, we're adding a lot to it, and we're warming up. This is what we did as demos for these guys. 1.36K per month. Okay. 2K per month. All right. I've made the point. These are guys in all kinds of different industries. These are eye care guys. Okay. Optometrists. All right. All across the nation, whatever the industries are, we can take care of it. US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. We can rank anyone. Okay. Now, that's a ton of work that makes all this happen. I'm going to start to make the point now. We just have tabs and tabs and tabs of like all the keyword stacks for all the different industries that we've been going through, just tons of websites for different projects on all these tabs. It just goes on and on and on. Cities by project, keywords by project, destination URLs, which we started, and it wound up evolving into the way we just do it way over here somewhere with the subdomain lists. So It goes on and on and on and on and on. We got like 50,000 projects, okay, that we're building up backlinking for to get people ranking. Okay, I already showed you this bit about targets, so let me just continue. Where do you come in? Why do we need you? Here's why. We open up sales for sales to start showing these graphs to clients. Well, prospects, to turn them into clients. Because we already found that if we do the work first, then guys are going to listen. Okay? So we said, what's the best way to let these guys know what's going on? Sales records a video, simple little video, showing things like this, showing what happened with the graph, showing what their keywords are, showing what their position is, showing what we did with the backlinks, showing what that means if you come to SpyFu and do the comparison here to see what that's worth in terms of value, just by showing these things. So sales creates videos. So we've been giving them training. If you're in the sales team, then this is all the training, right? This is like a lot more training than they need, but that way they can think through how they want to go about it. Okay, this is like 13 videos with 343 views, updated 4 days ago. Whole thing's unlisted. You cannot find it on YouTube. It's only for the sales team, okay? So, guys have been starting to get there. They're starting to create the videos that we use to pitch to the companies. So our guys take these videos, attach them to the nice cover letter, sends it off. So one day we contact the company by email, next day by text, next day by LinkedIn contact or Twitter or Facebook or whatever they use. We just reach out, multi-point contact them, trying to get their attention, remind them to watch the short video, like a 3-minute video that shows them their stats and invites them to join and gives them a reason to join now. Okay? And it's to the point where we're literally having to reach out and offer more people to create these videos just to keep up. Okay? So where do you come into play? On this website here, websitemarketingsolutions.com is where we've been moving everything over and setting it all up for business. Because, you know, this is cute and all, but this isn't the final website, right? This is just where we started. We said, let's make it a little more formal. So we got over here. And so we've been starting to break down everything everyone needs and showing them everything they need to know. And they got a backlinking trainer they can use right here. Okay? And they can come down and guess what? It's those same 6 options, but they're explained better. Okay? Best fit for medium to large size business, many established competitors, etc., right? Just so they know where they ought to come in. Okay? So where do you fit? Here's where you fit. Down at the very bottom, we have something called Website Portfolio Club Positions. So when you click that, I'll just open in a new tab. You can sign up. Very simple. This is it. That's all you need. First and last name, email address, phone number, regular address, city, state, zip code, submit. Okay? When you get into the system, we give you full access to the same rank tracking system that we use so you can see everything going on with everything in here. Now, why are you signing up? Because on the inside of the system, you can choose positions. That means this. If I go in there in the back end, just in this account here, this information, we still haven't connected it up right. That's kind of how new this whole thing is, but we're going big, okay? These are available open positions. And when you click, okay, this is where we preloaded everything that you guys can take from, okay? And that's all these different industries times all these metro areas, okay? We line them all up. We're not doing them all yet because, you know, that's a ton. There's like 1,000 entries in here, okay? But you can claim any one of these. You can claim all the chiropractors in Cook, Illinois, that county, which includes Chicago. There's about 5.2 million people there, okay? We're going to work on about 30 chiropractors at the same time, okay, to work on them for rank. We're going to get rank to start happening for like 20 of them on different keyword stacks, but we'll get their graphs up, we'll get their keywords rising, probably get their traffic up. So then we contact them through sales. They do the videos to contact them, right? and the guys start doing the multi-point contacting with the videos to get their attention, get them to want to come and join. For those who do, great, they belong to you. Okay, passive income. Because you didn't do the work to bring them aboard, sales guy did for the sales guy's cut. What's the sales guy's cut? 25% of the first payment that they make in the system when they join. Okay, so as these guys come in, they're going to pick whatever they feel is appropriate for them. Okay, so say a guy joins at 500. Then the sales guy gets 25% would be 125 of that level. So they're going to get 125. You're going to get the remaining 375. Okay. And then the next month, it's the same thing again. Sales guy gets 25% one more time. Okay. Then they get 10% for as long as the guy pays. You get the rest, all the rest, minus transaction fee. Simple fee, not much, just regular transaction fee. So you're picking up all the retail from one guy? No. There's going to be like 20 guys. Some of them are going to sign up automatically. Some of them aren't. So after trying them a number of times, if they don't answer, what do you think we do? Switch to competitor mode. Show the competitor what we did for them mode to get competitors onboarded. Our goal is to get like 10, 20 guys for any one of these positions, right? Some of these are larger metro areas. They have greater populations, so they cost more by the month to subscribe to. This is where you're doing the subscription, okay? Some of these guys have less, but you can do a search. You can say, where are all the chiropractors, right? And it'll just show you literally all the chiropractors. There's 50 entries, so, you know, do like that, okay? All of them, all right? All the tiers, all the amounts, whether you want to pay $125 a month, $250 a month, $500 a month, $750 a month, or $1250, okay? That's just for chiropractors. You want to do chiropractors? We'll do chiropractors. There are a lot more things in here, though. What if you just said, show me everything in San Diego, okay? Fine, we got all of San Diego here, okay? 20 entries. You can see them all. Chiropractor, credit repair, debt relief, dentist, dermatologist, and so on, right? Because the area, the population reach is like 3.3 million, okay? That puts it at a tier 3, which is a $500 subscription level. So the amount that you're paying has a lot to do with the population reach, because that has a lot to do with how competitive that area is, okay? And how many clients we can expect to onboard there. But each of those guys are going to pay at a level that makes sense to them. See, chiropractors in San Diego would expect to pay around $500 a month, and that would be cheap for a good job, okay? But guess what? You're claiming all the clients. It can approach 20, okay? What I've been telling you is we're going to triple your money means so worst case scenario that you can't not see it happen, okay? When we're doing these graphs using a proven model that already works, okay, and we've already contacted companies after ranking them, we find that's the best way to do it, then you realize that makes sense. You know, instead of saying, hey, we can rank you, we're saying, hey, we already ranked you partially. We ranked you a chunk of the way to prove that we can do it. Now, the rest of it, we can't keep working on you unless you're willing to start helping us help you by getting on a subscription. So, you're paying us wholesale to do all the work and cover everything, the servers, the domains, the unique images, the unique websites, the unique content, everything that makes this happen. So that what? So that we get sales contacting, creating videos and contacting these clients or their competitors in order to onboard them, so that you earn all that retail minus what the sales guys get. How's that for a really cool triangle? There's us at the wholesale level, sales who get paid by the video, cheap, $5 a video. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes to record each one. It really takes about 10 to 15 to prepare and record each one. So they can do about 4 to 6 per hour, okay? So they're getting paid $20 to $30 an hour to record these videos, okay? And as they do that, the other guys take that and start multi-point contacting first the companies. If that doesn't work, start reaching out for their competitors, get people onboarded. Okay. Reality check is we can do the company and the competitors if we want. We can take on like 20 guys because we can get them rotating. If we guarantee the top 3, that's 3 guys we can work on for the same keyword. Okay. Same stack of 10 keywords, 3 guys. But then what about another 10 keywords? It could be another 3 guys, another 10 keywords, another 3. So for like 100 keywords by 3 spots, all right, that's what we're aiming for. We just keep working them up. They're paying us by the month to get them there, okay? And they can keep paying. They can pause. They can cancel. They can downscale, upscale anytime. That's you. So if a guy comes in tentatively because he doesn't know if he can trust us, and then he decides later, wow, this is cool, but I want to double up, triple up, quadruple up, and he pays more, you get more. Okay? Most of these guys are going to climb up. They're not going to back down until what? Until they're making so much money or they're busy and they can't handle any more traffic. Fine. That just means take their graphs, take their results, show their competitors, start getting them to pay. So we can always juggle payments in any industry, in any metro area. Doesn't matter what it is. We can find more guys, okay? And keep it going, all right? So that constantly you're making 3, 4, 5, 6, you could be making 10 times as much money as you're paying by the month for our wholesale level of work. In other words, you're providing the stability in order to earn from the fun roller coaster ride that this gets to become. You earn more, but this is a triad that works really well for us. If we're the wholesale level down here, we got the guys doing the videos here and you're doing the retail there, that works for us. And if you're thinking, why don't we just do the whole retail end ourselves instead of the wholesale end? We don't have the cash to keep up with the level of power that we generated. It's hard to explain, but we can easily scale into 2,000 websites a day with 100 pages each, be 200,000 pages, average 2 backlinks each is 400,000 backlinks. And if we're doing that at the rate of 200 backlinks per company, that's 2,000 companies that we can onboard per day in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. This thing can become as big as a stock market. This thing can become as big as, I'm not going to say foreign exchange, it's not true. But this can get incredibly huge. This is like a portfolio for website returns, okay? And you can buy into as many of these as you want at all these different subscription levels. And there you go. You can stop, start anytime you want. The only rule we have is that you have to pay for 3 months at whatever subscription level you want before you begin to earn. Why? Why do you think? Because that's the kind of thing it takes for us to force the growth for most companies to a point where they just cannot deny what's going on. Okay? So all the work we have to do, it takes about 3 months to get the company there. Part of that's because of Google. Google doesn't like letting websites shoot up in the air. They want them to crawl up over time. So it takes like 3 months to get them from the middle of nowhere to a really high result. Although some companies, they were doing so much right that all we needed was to finish and pow, they shoot up. You never know when that happens, but the sooner each graph goes up, what's it mean? It means sales gets to take off and start making the video. We have a whole list in the sales section. Where is that? In the sales section with Nightwatch Access, Nightwatch and Drive. And what we did was literally just put in all the websites and which ones are ready. Where are our own backlinks appearing? Yes or no? Where do the keywords match the anchor text in those backlinks? Yes, no, or minimum. All right. Where are the graphs good and obviously good? And then we have pitches for sales depending on whether this is happening only so far, or if both of these are happening, or if all 3 of these are happening. So they grow at different times. Sales is itching to make as many videos as they can. just to get this going because they want to make their money. See, the beauty for you is you are simply paying at this wholesale level for wholesale work because you're paying us, the factory, to do this wholesale level work. And you got sales anxious, excited, and hungry to get out there and just simply start creating good videos that we have to approve. And when we approve, we pay them. We pay them for every good video. That gives them enough incentive to make videos anyway, gives them a safety net. But then the reason they care about making the videos well is because anyone who comes and starts, they get a lot more money when that happens. They get 25% of the first payment, 25% of the second, then 10% ongoing. You get the rest. Okay? So there you go. That's pretty much it. So to get on board, I'll tell you one last thing. If you get on board, you just register, hop in, claim something. Choose whatever you want. Look around, think this is fun. It's like being a kid in a candy store. As soon as you grab something, then what happens in our system is we see that, and at whatever level you're going, that's the level we can start doing the work on to start pushing it up. If you go to a higher level in a more competitive area, great. It's just the sooner we get there, the lot more people are coming in. It kind of means this. If you go small, we can get like 3-5 guys joining. They'll be joining at pretty much the same level you'd be paying. You'd be paying like $125 a month. Then we're onboarding guys who are going to average about $125 a month, maybe $250 a month. Okay. If you come in at the $500 a month level, then as sales is converting these guys and they're joining, you're getting basically $500 a month out of each of those companies that are coming in and joining in your area, from your metro area in your industry. If you're coming in at like $1,250, then the guys who are joining are going to be joining at like $1,250 each. So if you can manage $1,250 3 months in a row, you qualify. So every month you pay $1,250 till the end of time, I guess. We haven't figured out what happens after the end of the first year yet. You know how that goes. But it'll be the same concept. It'll be a rollover concept where everybody benefits for sure, because we want this to just keep growing. We really do want stability at our level. So we want to be the wholesaler. We want to make sure that sales guys can run off and sell. And that means that if you are crowdfunding our growth beyond what we can already do for ourselves, great. We can already do 100% of what we can do for ourselves. But if you come aboard and we do this triangle bit here, this triad, then the fact of the matter is we can do so much more, just dramatically more. It's kind of like GM. When they started making cars in Detroit, they had a choice. They could either try to buy every dealership across the nation, or they could offer guys to start their dealerships and then they would back them hard, do everything for them. So those guys paid wholesale to get all the backing necessary for them to earn retail with almost no effort. They just had everyone else do it. So GM made that offer to everyone nationwide. So then all of a sudden, dealerships popped up nationwide. They could start getting their cars out all across the nation. Okay? That sure beat trying to raise the money to just start each next dealership one at a time across states and across the nation. So yeah, it's a really good way to go, and especially now. All right, so all you guys who are stuck at home, you don't know what you can do for extra cash, all you guys who want to get into sales, okay, hop in, get rolling. And by the way, for those of you who say, how do I do this for free? Do both ends of the game, okay? You can get into sales, start learning how to record these videos, start putting them out through the companies in order to raise the money to start paying for positions. I had a guy last night, he did, 22 minus 3, 19 videos, of which 14 we could accept. And he was struggling, he was new. He did a few things that just weren't going to work. And we just told him, sorry, we can't accept these, but here's why. And he's like, oh, I see. Okay, I'll do them right from now on. But he did, like 14 or so, actually 14 in a day. It was in a day. And when he did, he got paid $70 down. Okay? That's in a day. Okay? So if you're aiming for the $250 a month level. You only need to do videos for about like 3-4 days, especially if you have time on your hands. And then guess what? That pays you the money to get the positions. How's that for cool? Okay. I hope you find that interesting. And I really look forward to seeing you get aboard. Oh yeah, here's the final thing. If you start now, because now it's like mid-July, okay, for a while here, starting in mid-July, and it'll just end when it ends, but we're going to do double the work, okay, for the first month. We can't afford to keep doing double the work for free. We can't. It's hard work. But we can do double the work the first month as a kickoff, okay? All that does is help put some underlying pressure up on all these graphs to trend them upwards so that sales can just see more stuff sooner, hopefully, right? Which they probably will. You still got to pay 3 qualifying payments, but we're doing our best to get as much done 2 months in as possible. So by 2 months or 3 months, it's either going to be we got more graphs up sooner or we got more graphs up total by the same period of time. So if you get rolling now, you'll save 30 days of growth, so to speak, to get to the same retail end of the game. Okay? This is the best we can do for totally passive income. In other words, you just pay and we pay you 3 times back or more. Okay? There's not a real thing about the 3 times. It's just all the guys that come on in your area, you get credit for that. So every month you pay, you keep that locked in. Okay? That's the point. You pay, you make a bunch more back. You pay, you make a bunch more back. We can't guarantee how much, depends on sales, but sales is hungry to sell. And as we drive the graphs up, there you go. Final question would be this. Dave, what if somehow, magically, my pick doesn't really work? No problem. There is such a thing as release and claim. So once you own any position in here at a certain tier level, if for some weird reason we're not seeing a way for you to earn from that, and you aren't either, we tell you release and claim something else that we are working on that we are getting a benefit from, okay? Where we're starting to see growth. We'll just tell you, switch to this, okay? That way you have a reason to keep paying in. Once you pay 3 times, okay, then you're set. At that tier level, you always get to earn, whether you're on or off. If you're off, you don't earn, but if you pay, you do earn, and that's it. You don't have to re-qualify. It's just one time to qualify at any tier level because you did your part to help us make one of these graphs happen, to help us make something go on like this. That's your part. That's the part we need from you. Is that it's a lot of work for us to do all of the stuff necessary to make the graph happen and then contact the guy multiple times with a recording to show them what we did for them and get them to want to join. And for those guys who don't, start contacting their competitors across the street. It's a lot of work. Takes time, takes money. We need wholesale payments to do more at once if we want to make more at once. And that's where you come in. And this, we're not even beginning. We've got 300 websites here. We can have 150,000 system-wide. Getting more accounts going, more servers going, more websites going, setting up more tracking accounts. Okay? That's what's up. All right. So we're looking forward to getting you in. If you start now, okay, double on the first month. You're going to be way ahead of yourself. Who knows? You could be retiring off this thing. I shouldn't say retiring because it's like forecasting, 20 years for many of you? But I'm just saying that this can make a healthy chunk of cash. Most of you guys, if you can work up triple on your cash, that would be great, right? Especially because what do you think you can do when you start earning? You start taking in 3 times the payment, what are you probably going to do? Put in twice. Okay, so if you're paying $500 a month, you start making like $1,500 a month back, $2,000, $2,500. But what might you do? You might start a couple of more positions. That helps us, which helps you, which means you might start some more positions. Okay? We could wind up going through lots of positions fast. We get like 100 industries times, what is it? Statistically, 384 metro areas. What'd I say? 100 industries? Like 1,000. versions, or well, 1,000 subdefined industries. You could do it by keyword stacks times like 384 statistical metropolitan areas in the US. We can go so far, right? It's insane. And that's just in the US. Again, we got Canada, the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand. Okay. I've said my piece. I think you guys understand what's going on. There's probably a link around this video somewhere where you can click on, right? That takes you to the website. And if not, if you're just watching this anyway, come to the website. Join the website portfolio club from the bottom of the page. Okay? Literally bottom of the website. Join and then log in here and choose your weapons. One or more. And we'll get to work. You'll get access to the tracking system and you'll get to see all this happen. Okay? That's exactly how it is. Take a look. Okay? If I come to users and I just scroll down, these are guys in the system now who are seeing what's going on. Many are clients. Many are interested. Some actually are in, but we're just opening this thing up in this way now. It's all so new. That's why the back end is still so kind of like silly on the inside, right? Where literally if you're on the dashboard, you're seeing some just oddball stuff because we haven't figured out what to do with these boxes yet. We will. It'll plug in with the data that we're getting from everything, like how many payments you made, how much you've earned, put in, how much you've gotten out, all that kind of thing. We'll update all this stuff to make sense. Okay? All right. It's exciting. Guys, I'm happy you're watching this because those of you who are, some of you guys, we're going to get to know each other. I've chat with guys on the phone who've been part of our group for 12 years. And, you know, we'll talk about, wow, can you believe that? I met you that long ago. Can you believe that? And it's exciting. Okay? You're going to be in, not just for a short while, you're going to be in and you're going to be happy to stay. You're going to get to grow here because we've been doing this for 12 years. We're not going anywhere. This is our obsession. We love doing this. We've always wanted to do something like this, and we finally reached a point where we can. Now that's taken shape, you guys get to be a part of it at a point where you can literally do nothing to earn money. Okay, take care.